Hello and welcome back to my channel. I'm Ellie, this is my sketchbook, and it's been 3 years, but I finally finished it. This is a part 2 of my sketchbook tour. I've uploaded a part 1 a long time ago, so let's see where we left off. Welcome back to the year 2021 and my hyperfixation with Critical Role. These characters here are Fern, Imogen and Lodna from the Belle's Health campaign. I look back fondly at this time, because now I've kinda fallen off of the Critical Role bandwagon. These sketches are from the time when Arcane first came out and blew my mind with its style, characters and stories. I tried to sketch Jinx and to draw her in Art Nouveau style, but I couldn't get the pose right, so I abandoned it. Next we've got some Jinx and Y sketches. I took some screenshots and redrew them, and I really like this one. And back to my Critical Role obsession at the time. This is FCG and some iconic things they've said. Here I wanted to draw Fern in the Art Nouveau style, it also never happened. And these are also failed attempts. I colored this sketch later with gouache, but I can't for the life of mine paint with gouache or watercolors. Here are some Beau and Jester expressions, sketches of Imogen and Ashton. This is me storyboarding for an animatic that never happened, namely the exchange between Fern and FCG. This sketch of Fern turned out pretty, I like it. Listen, I can explain. This is the time when the security breach came out. So one day I woke up and saw my whole For You page filled with FNAF. Naturally, I got curious and decided to watch a Let's Play. One thing led to another, and here I was trying to come up with human versions of Sun and Moon. This is the character of Moon, don't let the mask fool you, and the mask actually shines. And this is the Sun. I like how fluffy his hair turned out, and I had this idea that he had these finger puppets of FNAF characters on his fingers. Then I tried to make human versions of Roxanne, Wolf and Chica. I don't think that Roxanne ones turned out good, but I like Chica's face and her hair. This was an idea for a D&D character. I wanted to make an ASMR, and if I had the story for her, I have sadly forgotten. Another D&D character, she is supposed to be a sorceress. She's got a lot of charms on her, and these charms are protecting her, at least she thinks they do. I remember that her powers were somehow related to her dreams. This is also her. This piece marked a turning point in my life. At the time I wasn't in the right mindset to keep drawing, or when I tried to draw, it wasn't turning out right. At that point I didn't even know if I ever come back to drawing at all. You can see my struggles on this side. I was trying to sketch anything to get back to drawing but couldn't do it. If you look at the dates, there is 2-month gap between these sides. Jump cut another 2 months in the future. I bought pastel colored pencils and had so much fun drawing Chester with them. It was like a breath of fresh air during my prolonged art block. Here are Beau, Fern, Imogen and Molly. I like how fluffy Imogen's hair turned out. A drawing of Chester again. I think you could probably tell who my favorite character is. These are sketches of Chester and Caleb, Chester being a menace like she is, distracting Caleb from his work. If Chester is my favorite character from the Mighty Nine campaign, Fern is definitely my favorite from the Belle's Health campaign. I saw someone sketching with text markers and decided to give it a try too. You can watch me sketch these. I like these two out of all of them. And I think this hand looks a little too big. So, listen up. This was the time when I got my Switch. And in the year 2022, I've bought my first Pokemon games. Pokemon was a big part of my childhood, and my love for them carried out well into adulthood. Anyways, one of the games that I bought was Pokemon Legends Arceus. When I first booted up the game, I wasn't too on board with it, it didn't hook me up, so I abandoned it for a while. But after some time, I picked it up again and fell in love with this game. It's so unique, its mechanics and story are so captivating. And speaking of captivating, a particular character piqued my curiosity from the beginning. It's him, Volo, a merchant and a local ruin explorer. He's such a baby girl, I like him very much. If you know what happens in the end of this game. I like me a Delulu King, what can I say? Every now and then I want to replay the game just to interact with Vola again. I picked these leaves at the botanical garden. I like them so much, they remind me of a phoenix for some reason. And this is a character that has a chokehold on me since December 2022, thanks to my bestie. This is Simeon from the mobile otome game Obey Me. I redrew a card of him. I don't like how I colored his skin here because I didn't have an appropriate skin color for him. Still, I absolutely love the art on the card and the story that goes with it. Beneath this poster is a drawing that I tried to make with watercolors and failed miserably, so I glued it over. I was again sketching Simeon and was trying to come up with how my character would look like in this universe. This one is my pride actually. I think I picked here and won't draw something like this for another year or two. These are Simeon and my character. There was an event in the game, a yokai festival, and all the characters were wearing yokai costumes. So I came up with a costume for my character to honor the occasion. Here's a mess of drawings from different time periods. This sketch I made for a drawing competition that was held at the local bookstore. These characters are from a manga Toilet Bound Hanaka-kun. This is a sticker that I made at the AnimeCon. It's this adorable otter from Genshin. I can't get enough of them, they are so cute. Here are Lini and Hayato. The drawing of Hayato was made before his recent rerun. I wanted to get him so badly, and I'm glad I did. Hayato is my princess and receives all the princess treatment. Here are the Sumeru boys, Kavei, Tainari, Saino and Alhaitham. I absolutely love the four of them and they are dynamic. This is my character from way back when. This is Agnes. I woke up one day with the thought, Agnes with wolf cut. So naturally I tried to sketch her with this hairstyle. Here I was planning for a New Year's video. I like Gunaifen from Honkai Star Rail, so I decided to draw her. And I absolutely adore these details. This tiny sketch will grow into something bigger later. I've fallen into the Jujutsu Kaisen fandom, and you can probably tell who my favorite character is. I wanted to draw Satoru Gojo in a monochrome color scheme and pay more attention to the line art. This sketch was colored with water-based markers, so it's a little bit streaky. Still, I like how it turned out. The moment I saw Kami, I wanted to draw him. I like his character design, I like his small companion, the amount of details and effort the developers put into him. He should be a 5-star. This novelette hides an awful sketch of Farina I've made. I colored him with pastel text markers and it turned out interesting. There was a poll I made to decide what characters you wanted to see me draw, and Farina was the most voted one, so I practiced drawing her and eventually this sketch right here turned into a video. That tiny sketch that I mentioned earlier turned into this drawing. These are Fremine, Lini and Lynette. Some Farina and Risley sketches. Going back to that poll I've mentioned, Risley took the second place, and truth be told, I wanted to draw him even more than Farina, so I sketched some more and And next week, after I uploaded the Farina video, I put out the Risley one. And this was the sketch that I used. We are nearing the end of this sketchbook. I don't have a name for this character. Well, actually I've got two names, but both of them should belong to other characters. So it's either Orion or Lucian. I have this idea of a star painter character. He's supposed to have white fluffy hair, and his cape is either black with stars on it or a sunset colored one that turns darker at the hems. I suddenly remembered the game Cookie Run and decided to reinstall it. Besides, I wanted to try and make human versions of cookies I like, so here is my attempt. It's funny how I've spent so much time on this one, and then I made this in 5 minutes using a reference. So use references, guys. I can't play Cookie Run for a long period of time though, because I grow dizzy. Here returned with a bang my almost yearly desire to replay Pokemon Legends Arceus. I didn't do it though, but I decided to at least draw my Pokemon team. It isn't full because I couldn't figure out where to put my Leafeon and Vulpix composition-wise, so it's only 4 out of 6 Pokemon. My Star Painter OC again. If you've got any name suggestions, I'd appreciate that. And the last spread of this sketchbook is also with the Star Painter. That's actually it. 3 years are packed into this one. This is the longest it took me to fill a sketchbook, and I hope the next one will be filled quicker. Thanks for watching till the end. Have a nice day. Like and subscribe if you enjoyed what you saw, and I see you in the next one. Bye!